In Cobra Kai Season 6 Episode 5, the top 6 students were selected to go through to the Sekai Taikai, with one of the fighters being Devon, who cheated so she could go to the Sekai Taikai, stealing Kenny's place. So in a clip from behind the scenes footage and interviews with the cast, the actress who plays Devon mentions that she and Kenny have a big fight in part 2.
I don't want to sound too cheesy here, but I do think we have the biggest fight yet in the next batch.
The part that doesn't make sense in this is that part 2 is going to be about the Sekai Taikai and Kenny didn't qualify for the Sekai Taikai, so how are they going to fight each other? Kenny currently blames Anthony for spiking his drink, which caused him to fail in qualifying for the Sekai Taikai. So we could see him trying to fight Anthony, but Devon admits her mistake, and this could play out in a few different ways. The first scenario I have is that while everyone is fighting in the Sekai Taikai, we cut back to the valley where Anthony and Kenny are, and Kenny decides to fight him because he thinks that he's the one who made him lose. But at the end of the fight, he finds out that Anthony didn't do anything. This scenario is possible, but I can't really see it happening. However, the second option is a lot more likely. I don't think Dimitri will get very far in the Sekai Taikai, and he will probably get injured badly by one of the Cobra Kais and can't continue. So Daniel and Johnny will decide to bring Kenny on as his replacement, and one of Kenny's fights could be against Devon. Before the fight, Devon will tell Kenny that she is the one who spiked his drink, and Kenny will get really mad at this, and they will have a really close and intense fight, but at the end of the match, Kenny will end up winning the fight. The third and final scenario that I can see is that Dimitri still gets injured and Kenny replaces him, but Anthony also goes to Barcelona, but only as a spectator. Kenny sees that Anthony is there, so he decides it's time to take his revenge. So outside of the tournament, Kenny goes over to fight Anthony, and they fight for a bit, and Kenny starts getting the upper hand on Anthony, but Devon gets in the way, and they have their big fight there, with Anthony in the background trying to stop the fight. Kenny doesn't stop, so Anthony and Devon team up to fight Kenny, and they defeat him. Devon reveals that she cheated, and Anthony should take her spot in the Sekai Taikai. I think this final scenario would be the best option since we get a big fight between the main young cast, and Devon would redeem herself by giving up her spot since she cheated. But that's all for today's video. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen with Kenny and Devon in part 2. Like and subscribe for more Season 6 content, and if you haven't seen my video where I talk about Miyagi-Do not being ready for the Sekai Taikai, go watch it right here.